What's up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and if the cup next to me doesn't indicate anything, I just got back from seeing Pearl. And my goodness, going into this, my expectations were like all over the place. If you liked X, I feel like you're gonna like this. But here's the thing. If you're going into, first things first before I get into anything else, if you're going into this movie expecting another straightforward slasher, I might want to lower those expectations. That's all I'm gonna say. Because this is a different movie compared to X, which isn't a bad thing. And I've also realized recently I haven't been doing the Rotten Tomatoes thing that I've been doing with most of my reviews lately. I forgot all about that thing that I do. But with that being said, I actually do want to go ahead and say real quick the critic reviews and the thought of it. There isn't an audience review yet, but the critics give it an 84, which I can agree with. This was a good movie. Going into it, I had very low expectations. Not low, I can't say low expectations, but like they definitely weren't high expectations. So I can't really say like I was like, oh, heck yeah, can't wait to watch this. No, I was looking forward to Pearl and to see what this movie was going to be. And it's a prequel to X, if you didn't know that. If you haven't seen X, definitely, I don't know, maybe you can see this first if you want to see something you watch in chronological order, I guess. But I don't know. I think maybe seeing Pearl by itself, it worked as a film on its own, I think. But here's the thing: the horror from this is a lot different than I was expecting, and what's the plot, basically? Pearl is like this girl that lives on this farm that doesn't want to really be there. She wants to make something of herself, but she's stuck there because of her mother. And this movie takes place during, I think it was in 1918, during a pandemic, which is kind of funny. But anyway, but the way that this movie goes about everything that it goes about is interesting, the way it's done. So like I said, the movie is about Pearl. She's on this farm and she wants to make something else of herself, but her mom's like, no, this is how things are, and it's kind of more complicated than that. But and then for some reason things go an extra way, and we kind of see a little bit of how Pearl became who Pearl became. And it's a little jarring at points. Without talking spoilers, because I am technically reviewing this the day before it actually comes out. I saw it on a premiere night. It's really hard to talk about. Some parts you can see how this character became the Pearl we saw in X, and there's other things that feel like, okay, we have to hit this to make this make sense. But then it's like some other parts are like, okay, the way she acted but who knows, maybe with the age, and I don't know. This is a movie that's kind of hard to review. But I didn't hate Pearl. I did enjoy Pearl. I think the movie does what it's trying to do. It does make you feel like that old-ish era. It's insane where the direction they go. There's some good practical effects in here. The kills aren't anything to like love or anything to like the practical effects of them are really good. A lot of them are enjoyable. If you like that crocodile, you get a little more of that in this. Not much, but if you like the crocodile in X, you'll get a little more of it here. What's her name? I can't remember her name. Trying to find. Mia Goth. She's great in this movie. She does good at really conveying that this is the same Pearl, especially after this. Because like at points you're like she's a lot more chipper and everything, but then you kind of see her becoming the Pearl that we know. And I don't know, there's a lot to take in with this movie, and I don't really know exactly what to say, because Pearl is a fun horror movie, but it definitely takes itself very seriously at points, and it doesn't. There's a lot of interesting. I think again might be a little bit of that takes away from you being able to sympathize with Pearl in the in X. I think this takes a little bit of that away, but I don't know. It's very weird, and there's one little like dance sequence in the movie that really felt weird to me. I was like, any other movie, this would have been a musical. I'm telling you, this would have been a musical, because like right off the bat, Pearl was giving me like the character of Pearl, not the movie, but the character of Pearl, for some reason gave me Dorothy from Wizard of Oz vibes. Like, I'm not joking. For some reason, that just is where that went in my head. I'm like, okay, you're reminding me of Dorothy, and it's just something that really was just like, I don't know. A lot of this movie is fun, but the movie is taking itself very seriously, which isn't a bad thing. And Mia Goth, there's times in this movie where like she's like can actually be scary with some of her screams. Like, whoa. They do it. I feel like the actress did a great job. The supporting cast isn't anything to write home about, but it's a very confusing movie to talk about. And I really did enjoy it, but like also it's one of those movies where it's like sitting in my head and I'm trying to think about it more. And it's just, this movie just definitely, I probably maybe should have waited to do my review a little bit, maybe solve this another time or something. But after also, I recently, just like 2 weeks ago or something like that, rewatched X, and rewatching that and then watching this, Pearl is a weaker movie in comparison, in my opinion, but I do think this movie works for what it's going for. And yes, there is a little bit, that I'm I don't know. I'm interested to see what a lot of other people think about it. It's a hard movie for me to review. I don't really know what, because I liked it, but I've got some issues. I can't really. It's got that weird feeling that's like, there's something about this movie that I can't put into words. But I like enjoying this movie. I thought it was fun. I think a lot of people are going to like it. Just like I said, don't tame your expectations. If you're expecting a over-the-top slasher, tame your expectations. I'm sorry, that's not what you're getting here. You are not getting an over-the-top slasher for this movie. I'm sorry, that's just not the case. With that being said, though, this movie doesn't stink. It doesn't suck. And it's good. And the characters, you really feel for Pearl in some of this stuff. Some of it, it takes, like I said, some of it takes away from X a little bit, I think. But the ending shot of this scene is very unsettling, and the fact that I don't know what to think about how stuff comes to turn, how I want to talk more about spoilers, and that's kind of hard for me not to. Okay. I feel like we're 10 minutes into the video. I can kind of go into spoilers a little bit. So if you haven't seen the movie, I'm going to go ahead and give my rating now real quick so you guys can see that before I start giving out spoilers. Pearl is, I would say, has to be a 4 out of 5. I think it's okay, maybe a 3.5. I think maybe, I don't know. It's not as good as X in my opinion, but this movie is done well. And all right, so the main spoiler that is I want to talk about spoiler. Skip forward in the video or whatever. Spoilers. I'm saying it right now. If you have not seen the movie, spoilers. All right. So at the end of the movie, the whole movie, Howard's out at war, in the war and everything, and he comes back and he's like acts shocked from what he sees, the carnage and everything that's happened. And Howard just goes along with it for now on, is okay with killing and everything, because of, I don't know, stuff like that really takes away from what X did. But at the same time, I felt like they would maybe, they would explore, like, Pearl's, like, I guess, like, sexual frustrations or whatever, like they did in X. And they do try to do a little bit of that here. One scene that makes me really feel weird. I'm like... but besides that, the movie is good. It is not bad. I think people are going to enjoy it if they go in with tame expectations. But sorry if you guys didn't get any spoilers. That's all I got to say for this, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Sorry it was all over the place. I really couldn't figure out what to say about this movie till around the end. But I hope you guys enjoy it. I'd love to know what you guys thought. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!